Before I do start this video, I'm not trying to make a case on why Dembele is a trash player, nor am I trying to belittle what Luis Enrique has done with PSG. That is not my aim. I believe that what Luis Enrique has done with PSG has been amazing. He has done a phenomenal job. The fact that he has won the treble, you do see very little coaches that can do that. And in the history of, you look at the history of football, there's only like 4 or 5 coaches that have done that in history. Luis Enrique is one of them, and that cannot be belittled whatsoever. You cannot take the credibility away from there, right? Like, Luis Enrique deserves all the credit. He deserves all the praise. Luis Enrique is just, once again, one hell of a manager, and I believe that no matter where you do bring him, whether it's PSG, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Manchester City, wherever he does go next, he's going to improve that team. So congratulations to Luis Enrique, and I also want to congratulate Dembele, because I think that in the end, I'm gonna be making a case that is going to be showcasing why Raphinha deserved this best player of the season award in the Champions League over Dembele. I still want to congratulate Dembele because he's done good, but not better than Raphinha. I'm certainly not trying to give out that impression that Dembele is a trash player, okay? I don't want you guys to think that I'm trying to put down Dembele, that he's one of the worst players in the Champions League. No, I want to congratulate him because he had a great tournament, but it was not better than Raphinha. So what we're going to be doing in this video is speak about why I am saying that Raphinha deserved to win this award. Why I believe that he deserved to win the best player of the season in the Champions League. So, point number 1. Raphinha should have been the UCL player of the season because of the superior end product. Raphinha scored 13 goals and Dembele scored 8. I'm going to try my very best to not sound angry. I'm not going to try and yell at the mic. I want to be very calm. I want to have a normal conversation with you guys, because after I'm done with this video, I want you guys to also reply back whether you think that Dembele deserved this award and over Raphinha. I really want to have you guys' insights on this. So just hear me out for a bit, okay? Raphinha scored 13 goals. Dembele had 8. Raphinha almost had double the amount of goals. In terms of assist, Raphinha had 8 and Dembele had 6. In terms of goal involvements, Raphinha directly was involved in 21 goals in 14 matches. Dembele was involved in 14 goals in 15 matches. So Raphinha is showing that he has superior end product. Point number 2, let's talk about clinical efficiency. Raphinha had only 3 big chances missed, while Dembele had 10, more than triple. And despite having lower of a expected goal of 5.85, Raphinha outperformed his expected goals massively, showing elite finishing. Dembele, on the other hand, slightly underperformed his expected goal rate of 8.28, indicating that there was inefficiency that Dembele did showcase compared to Raphinha. So, in terms of clinical efficiency, Raphinha wins yet again. Point number 3, creative output. Raphinha created more key passes per 90 minutes compared to Dembele. Raphinha had 2.8 per 90 minutes, and then we have Dembele with 2.6 per 90 minutes, and this is key passes per 90. Raphinha wins once again. He also generated more expected assists, 4.77 versus 2.76. Let's go to let's talk about this, right? Raphinha was more productive in dangerous areas with higher touches per game of 57.9, and there was more frequency for Raphinha in the final third compared to Dembele. Keep in mind that Dembele has been playing as a number 9 for the majority of the games with PSG, so he should have seen the ball much more in the final third, but Raphinha saw the ball much more in the final third, and he's a left winger, somebody who draws back and defends and hustles for his life. This guy presses like he's an animal. You don't see that from Dembele. Point number 4, match rating consistency. I think it's very simple. All of us can go look at this. Go on your on FootMob or SofaScore. Go wherever. You're gonna clearly see that Raphinha has had significantly better average match ratings. An average of 8.27 with Dembele at 7.6. He earned multiple man of the match performance against Benfica, which was a 9.0 match rating, against Young Boys 9.5, and against Bayern 9.2. Dembele, yes, he was solid. I'm telling you guys, I'm not trying to say that Dembele was trash. Me trying to compare Dembele and Raphinha is me not trying to say oh yeah, he's trash. I'm not saying that. Dembele was solid. He was just less inconsistent compared to Raphinha. And he also, had a match rating of 5.7 at one point in this Champions League campaign against Bayern Munich. where he received a red card. So if we want to talk about, oh, no, Kevin, but they're also counting sportsmanship and professionalism. Bro, is no one gonna talk about how Dembele received a red card against Bayern Munich and had a match rating of 5.7? Like, not letting PSG down, leading towards a loss against Bayern Munich. Nobody talks about that, but everybody wants to remember the 2 assists against Inter Milan. Point number 5. The impact in knockout rounds. Raphinha contributed heavily against top opponents like Benfica, like Dortmund, and Inter Milan with goals and assists. Even though he has been eliminated, and I understand that, his output never dropped. Not even in that last match in the second leg against Inter Milan. He played a major role in every Barcelona UCL goal, a major role. And so Raphinha didn't need to reach the final to prove that he was the most dominant and efficient performer in the Champions League. He outscored, outcreated, and outclassed Dembele in every major category. The award may have gone to a finalist, okay, I understand that, but the numbers don't lie. I'm not out here trying to lie and trying to talk all gibberish and just saying Raphinha deserved it over Dembele just for the sake of saying that because I'm a Barcelona fan. No, the numbers don't lie. Raphinha was the real UCL player of the season, in my opinion. That is just how it is. And, you know, like, if you truly do trust UEFA, and their ratings and how, you know, that, you know, you guys are backing UEFA and saying that, yeah, Dembele deserved it over Raphinha. Okay, then you also believed, right? You're also trying to back the exact same institution that said Inter Milan deserved to be in the final going up against PSG. They pay, like, bro, the UEFA's Champions League format does not reward true excellence. They just don't. And this is what you guys are promoting. This is the institution that you guys trust. You guys are trying to say that, yes, UEFA's always right, and yes, Inter Milan were the second best team in Europe. No. This format is a lie. This format does not reward true excellence whatsoever. They made a mistake. They paved the way for Inter Milan to go up against PSG, making them think that they're the second best team in Europe, and to only get clapped 5-0 by PSG. It was not even a game. It was rape. That's what it was. It wasn't even a game. Like, everybody was bored after the 65th minute. Go look at the president of UEFA and how he reacted when PSG were winning 4-0. He was like, he looked bored and he was looking down like, did I make a mistake? Like, is this even a real game? This has never happened before. A 5-0 dismantle in a final. That's not even, these are not the top 2 best teams in Europe. It's just not like that. I'm telling you guys right now, the real top 2 best team in Europe is either PSG and Barcelona or Liverpool. That's just how it is. UEFA's Champions League format does not reward true excellence, okay? It promotes momentary success, narrative convenience, over consistency, over dominance, and over merit. The same system that robbed Barcelona off of a final spot is now trying to crown Dembele over Raphinha as the best player in Europe. I don't understand. Inter Milan scrapped through against Barcelona despite being outplayed, then got completely dismantled 5-0 in the final. That scoreline wasn't just a loss, it was exposure of the format's flaw. Inter was never the second best team in Europe, never. And if you guys are like bro, because Inter were there, I'm telling you, if it was any other different opponent, whether it was Liverpool or Bayern or FC Barcelona, Doué, that 19-year-old player, Doué would have never scored those 2 goals. Dembele would have never seen those 2 assists, never. If it was a real final with a real competitor and a real finalist, it would have never been 5-0. Dembele would have never seen those 2 assists. Doué would have never seen that 1 goal. Maybe they could have, but it could have been 5-4. It could have been 5-5. Who knows? And maybe instead of two assists that Dembele distributed, it could have been 1. But this was not a game. So I don't trust this institution whatsoever. If they're not going to give us a real final, I'm not going to trust them on saying that, yeah, bro, freaking Dembele deserved it over Raphinha. Congratulations, UEFA. Congratulations for building just one hell of a tournament. Now we have to suck it up and go to the Club World Cup and just see these teams play for their lives. And, you know, PSG is obviously maybe going to win it and is only going to further the conversation about Dembele needing to win the Ballon d'Or, which is going to be the next thing they're going to take away from Raphinha. They're going to take away the Ballon d'Or award away from Raphinha and give it to Dembele, for sure. All of this is early signs. These are all early signs of telling you what's to come. And the Club World Cup is only going to help advance the conversation of Dembele winning the Ballon d'Or. Just congratulations. You guys are going to give Dembele the 3 awards. Probably the Club World Cup, the Best Player Award of the season, or whatever you call it, the Champions League, and he was not rated as a top scorer, not rated as a top assister, did not have the most goal contributions. He did not create the most big chances. He did not have the most successful dribbles. He did not have the most chances created. That's it. He's not even the highest rated player in football or SofaScore. Congratulations, UEFA. Everybody clap it up for UEFA. It's one hell of a competition. I just can't believe just how they're saving football. It's amazing. I love this sport so much, but it is what it is. I'm going to move forward from here. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.